I've been working on the, what's this called? The crew cabin area today. I don't want to show you the inside because I think it's sick. It looks so cool. We're going to cut it, copy it, put it into Clifford. Did I get the floor? The floor is very important. I might even grab down below the floor. I'm not actually sure if I can just paste that where I pasted that. Oh dear. Oh dear. It's really not a happy chappy. So yeah, there's going to be like a 1 by 5 XML wedge there. I don't know what that was about, but we've got an issue. I'll just do that one wedge and then I'll copy it a bunch of times. I might actually have a 1 by 5 already that I can just copy in. Oh yeah, I put an anchor on the front. I thought just one anchor would be easy to manage and just chucking it in the middle on the front would be fine. Merge that. I think we'll save this as a new one. We've got the, I don't even remember what I was calling it. I'm going to call this one Clifford for now. Clifford. It's Clifford with one F as well, so it's spelled incorrectly. Most of the interior is painted, but it's not fully detailed. I thought it would be better to get it to a state where it's like nice and working, usable state, and then fill in any extra stuff later on. Man, so many windows. I actually think all these windows are going to be underwater because it wasn't the water at the top of Clifford, or could I see the words? Okay, I'm going to spawn this in the desert. It's probably going to be quite dark in here. So I'll bring a flashlight. This is lagging so hard. It's a lag monster. 2 warnings. It must be split into 2 vehicles then. Oh no, let me... Oh, it's... Yeah, so it's so big that it's been split into 2 vehicles, and both the vehicle parts are causing it to lag equally as much. Oh. Crap, I didn't delete any of the internal stuff before I pasted that. I'm so silly. Alright, round 2. Oh. The vehicles, so both vehicles that this one vehicle is being split into have physics issues. I'm missing my top steer. But it's okay. Anyway, we're coming down. We've got this lovely checkered carpet. Curve into the hallway. And then... I didn't think about that. We've got a hallway, and this is a little seating area. Some nice pot plants. And you'll notice we've got fire extinguishers all the way down the hallway. And this is supposed to be a fire alarm. So what I'll do is I'll put these alarms like all over the ship, give them all a unique channel. So you flip it and the alarm goes off across the whole ship. And then it'll tell you on a panel like, oh, it's this fire alarm that's gone off, so go and turn that one off. And that will stop the alarm from going off basically. But it'll probably have like a lockout button or something so you can cancel the fire alarm from the bridge or somewhere. Got a sign here, it says engine. This goes off to the engine room. We've seen this before. And then through this wall, I'll be able to knock this out, and the stairs will go up into that bit that comes off the side. And it turns to wooden planks here, so it's kind of like you can be wearing your work boots and not really worry about anything. And then we're in the carpet in sort of the more delicate area. You can see there's a couple of like light splotches in the carpet where some of the panels or some of the tiles have been replaced. They're carpet tiles, not tile tiles, because we need to make that distinction. If we come into here, it's so hard to see. But we have tiles. These are like, they're supposed to look like white marble tiles. And yeah, I've just coloured everything. So we've got red beds with a yellow pillow and a yellow chair. All the rooms are tiled. It took so long to do that. I need to put it in the water and see what it's like when you're looking out, and there's obviously a couple of wedges that are still kind of goofed up. In this little cutout here, I want to put maybe like a bigger fire extinguisher, like a winch with a hose, because I think that'd be good for like being able to run, you know, the length of the ship. Engine bay will probably get its own fire hose. Don't need to worry too much about that. I don't know what I'm going to put behind this curved wall or what I'm putting in there. I kind of just closed it off. I'd thought maybe an anchor room would be okay, but then it's so low to the waterline that maybe it would be better if it were up much higher. And yeah, so this door here, you'll go down and then this pops out if I go through the wall. And that's how you get access to the engine room from on the deck without having to like go through all the doors and find your way down the ladders and stuff. So right now I'm going to get the internals cleaned up where it's like stuff like this where the floor has not painted very well. We'll get that painted. I'll cut out any funny wedges like this. And then I'll stretch that wedge. And then we'll chuck it in the water and see what it's like when it's floating. Very good, very good. So if I use this door now, there's no stairs in here yet, but at least it's all connected. Yeah, that's really nice. That makes so much sense when you can just come in, go straight to the engine room, and then it's like, maybe there's a door between here or something. And I'll extend these planks, I think, over to this side. Does seem like we're leaning a bit. So in here, we've got no more wedges up on the thing. We're right at the water, probably underwater sometimes. And then what I did for this rail, there's like some invisible blocks here. So this is essentially just a solid wall now. You can't get jammed on it anywhere. So there's a stretched XML wedge and then some invisible XML blocks. And that's just the same in every room. And I think I need to pull this wall across a bit so that the fire extinguisher on its own isn't just weird. Everywhere there's a fire extinguisher, there's a wall behind it, so there's like no risk of being able to grab the fire extinguisher from anywhere other than the front of it. Oh dear. Some of those windows that are a bit more forwards. The window in the captain's area, it looks like it's on the captain's room. Yeah, we're just underwater. I guess if I make it more buoyant, it'll be okay. I don't really care that we're underwater, to be honest. Doesn't really bother me. And this door goes to nowhere. This will have to be a flat roof above here. But that's fine. That's all pretty self-explanatory why that's like that. I may have to put something in, some kind of rail or something under there. I think that's the cargo hold. Yeah, so maybe what I'll do then is I will utilize that space rather than close it off completely. So there'll be a wall on this side, but then from the cargo hold side, I'll have to change all these stairs. Yeah, that's good. I think that's a good compromise or a good use of space. Got a little cutout and I can hide stuff in there. I could probably even cut out to here. This is just the medical room, you know. Who cares about that? Yeah, I like that. That's a good use of space. So what's going to happen here is, I think the staircase just has to go, do I just offset it then? I wonder how much rail I can get down here. See, if I do a rail down one side and then I pick it up on the other side, and then I probably need to keep the back side closed. This would be where it'd be nice if I could clip some pieces. So we've got a rail down to the middle on the right, and then it picks up again on the left once we get past the middle. Yeah, that works. And then I can just figure out whatever's going on down there. It doesn't really matter. Because I think I might make this an equipment room. Because then I can keep the wall through here. I can get another door. I kind of want the door to be here though. What if I get rid of this wall? Chuck another door in here. Then I can get rid of this paint block. Then I can get rid of this wall. I really did also like that this door was red. I think it made a lot of sense to me, where it's like, this is a dangerous area. Don't go back there. Maybe even recessing it a little bit could be good. And so that leaves all the space back here if I want to have an equipment area. I think it would be good if even just a small segment of it was for storing equipment. Or it could even be a massive equipment area. I don't know. And I need to figure out what happens with these stairs. This doesn't really go... It's... like, what is this floor? I could just physics flutter this. I don't like that I'm just getting rid of the floor though. There's so much space. And it could be used for something. What's that going to do to the physics shape? Is it going to fix everything? Fix my boat for me, please. What? I just like absolutely munched the physics shape. What is this? Wait, no, is it this? It's this one, right? The very bottom? Oh yeah, it's turned it into like kind of 3-ish big shapes. And then I don't know what these are. They might be where I've got XML stretch blocks. It's just like sending the physics on a real janky tangent through everything. I think I want it to float a bit higher, you know? We're not going to miss what's going on down here, are we? That's a bit better. Now all the windows are generally above the water. It's pretty laggy though. This is good. Yes. Yeah, and that's a reasonably good compromise. What's next? Next, I think we need like the rescue zone, which will be in here on the outside, and then equipment room. Should I have a rescue zone on the other side as well? What's going to happen? I'm going to get rid of this, and then it's going to be right over the window. What do I do about this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This only needs to be like 6 long. And then I would like ladders. Okay. If I just push it back to where this like solid wall is, I want to have like 2 segments of ladders. And this could be determined by, I don't know what I'm talking about. Is that okay placement, or do I need to try and push it forwards? It'd be nice if there was a rescue zone here, and then maybe a little bit further on, there's one of those ramps that can fold down, which needs to be 5 across. So all of this needs to move across one. I really like how it's giving me one space here, unless I do this. Oh, you know what though? These ladders aren't in the water, right? They're just right beside the water. So if you're in heavy waves, it'd be better if they went much lower. But I don't have the space for that. I just don't have the space, he says, on the biggest ship I've ever built. I think I'll do like a yellow thing all the way around the rescue zone. And if I can get some paintable blocks, how long is the word rescue? Is that 1, 2, it's 5. Rescue. Should I make this orange? Maybe orange is a little bit more rescue-y, but orange gets lost on the red quite easily. What do these look like on real boats? Rescue zones, they seem to be yellow, very bright yellow. Yeah, yellow, black, red, orange, they're sort of the colors I'm seeing. I am liking the idea of it being white now. And what I think I can do is make the bottom of my hull black. This is going to be about where the waterline is. I don't think I need a proper line on this one because it's like red boat. A lot of the red boats I'm seeing are just red and then they immediately go black for their bottom of the hull. Do you think that stands out enough? I think it's good. And now I need a thing that can like fold down. A folding contraption. I'm thinking that a hinge might actually be my savior here because a hinge is weird in the fact that it is out further than it is in. Do you know what I mean? Like if I put pivots, they have to kind of go along the side and it is a bit strange. But if it's a hinge, I can start it open and it can probably just be like a ramp. So this bit here, I think, needs to be connected to the hinge. I use rockets because they're nice and curvy. So when this comes up, this bit here is going to be like sticking up a little bit. So we need to kind of accommodate that somehow. I basically just took the same design and stepped it up. Oh, but then I wanted rails. If I want rails, I have to do it like... I can't... Can I? Can I stretch a rail to be 4 blocks long? So normally you have like your one piece of wedge and your one piece of rail. But what I want is a 4 long wedge and a 4 long rail. Is that possible? I think if I stretch the rail, it's gonna be uneven. Okay, so where can I place this? Yeah, it's like it's stretching it in it's stretching it in an even manner. So I could try. It's very close to what I want. If I change it to like 3 or 5, it might be okay. I'm more than likely it'll look weird. So I'll move this down so it won't straighten out for a while. And what this will let me do, you know, is this okay? 1, 2, 3. Boop, boop. Then we have the bit on the boat where it wedges back in, and then the hinge will be there. And now I have, that's not bad, is it? And then all I've got to do is put some invisible blocks in there so you can't get yourself off it. I think this one will be a end. And you can actually get rid of like most of these, I reckon. Definitely the middle and bottom ones, you know, as long as there's enough blocks there that you can't slip through a gap somehow, it'll be fine. Yeah, that's not bad. It's a little suspicious, but it's generally not bad. And now this piece, just connect it on and we should be good to go. Oh, I need to delete these 3. Cut and paste. Let's get a lever just for testing. I don't know which way it's going to want to tilt, so I've put it on negative and positive. And those rails are going to take up like 4 blocks internally, so I might need to make some kind of wall or something that lets you know not to walk in its space. Alright, here we go. So the top needs to open as well, but the top is inside another room. What to do? I mean, that works pretty well. It'd be nice if it went out very far, so I'm not going to get it to go out very far. There's too much folding that I would need to get it to do. Let's have a look. What's above here? Oh, it's outside. Okay, that makes it easy. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work. So I just need to find out, like, what's its limit? How much do I need to cut out in order to get that to fully close? And then do I need to put a little thing on the end? Or do I just end it like that? I just say that's that. Get an end rail. Boop, boop, boop. Perfect. First try. So it looks like probably two blocks. 3 blocks. Damn it. It's going to be like the whole way in. Which means I'll probably need to move that door. This one here. Whoop. I'm overboard. Oh, but I'm so buoyant, I just pop back up. No, come on, man. You're messing with me. What am I in now? Like 3. I might as well just go 4 and then put a wedge. Is that going to work? It might clip through that wedge, so it might be okay. And then I can just fill up the wall and put a 1x wedge on the very end of the ramp. Or the walkway, whatever it is. Don't hit. Don't hit. If I can pull it back in 1, I think it'll still work. Like if I get rid of this. Yes, if that works, then I would have to do basically no modification to anything. Because up here you can't tell. Oh, that's cool. That's very cool. Still enough space to walk by and get through to that door. What's it look like from the outside? You would have no idea. Oh, you'd have a lot of idea. Why is it like that? What have I done? Do I need... No. No. I need to take this wedge and maybe I need to start it closed and just use pivots. I thought the hinge was going to save me space, but I think it's not going to help at all. So we're totally sealed. Sealed. I'm definitely going to have to swap over to pivots. It's not the worst thing in the world, I guess. As long as we're not cutting into anything vital, I think. So I'll go plus is up. Plus is up. Connect that to that. That to that. Oh, wait, I need to cut this whole thing. Yeah, so this wedge can come back a bit more. And then the pivots will connect onto there. Hopefully it lets me place it in here. Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, what? Oh, wait, I can just... Okay. Oh, and then I can bring down this wedge. Very nice. Very good. What was it? Positive goes up, so I need it to... Min value needs to be -1, max value needs to be 0. Ooh. Nothing there. You would have no idea. That's brilliant, because then if you're just... I need rescuing. I mean, you can just like hop through that hole anyway. Did I botch it? No, there's just no electricity. I did not botch it. Do 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 boo boo do boo boo. Wow, 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 wow. That's so cool. That's so cool. Yes, look at that. I need to make this go. I need to make it go. I'm going to get rid of this stuff over here and paint myself a yellow line. We just need a little thing that says like, this is the danger area. But then in here, we've got equipment. What do I need? What kind of equipment do you need on a rescue ship? Diving gear would be great. I think I will actually like stagger this across. That might look kind of cool. So like I'll fill out like that. What's this? 6, something like that. So let's say some diving equipment. This is going to be equipment where it's like you need it, but you don't need it urgently. We can have 2 diving gears. We'll get a pump for both of them. And that can just, yeah, be straight out here. I put the pump down the wrong way as well. And it might need, I wonder what happens if you try and pump water into these things. I might cover that pump up. Do I cover it up or do I make the bottom row more like exposed? Easy to repair if we can see it. It looks a bit shabby, a bit shabby. Why would you need to repair this pump anyway? I'm just going to hide it. And I'll put all the diving stuff on this side. So diving gear, spear guns, spear gun ammo, and probably glow sticks. So this is like shark hunting. Actually, I might get rid of that top row. Yeah, I think I'm okay with that. And then I kind of want to do something like this, and then we can stagger it. And now we need some, maybe more like medically equipment. The usual suspects. How about I do the full usual suspects? What would be good to go underneath this kind of stuff? Like maybe things like flashlight, binoculars, stuff. This is like the stuff that I always need and forget and drop and am not any good with. I think because I'm near the hospital, I should put first aid stuff, but perhaps I just need to like load it up with stuff, utility stuff like cables, hoses, random thing, the radio signal locator, spare remote control. Heaps of this stuff is useless, you know, it's just crap. Go for some glow sticks and maybe a flare gun if I fill up the bottom with a flare gun. Okay, so that's all mostly useful stuff then. It's a bit dumb that I've got a big wedge there, but, you know, what are you going to do? Okay, this is the equipment wall. It's a little weird. I'm not sure how I feel about that. But the spear guns, the diving gear, being connected to a pump, it would be really neat if they had a number output for the diving gear that tells you how much air was in it. Because then you could just turn the pump on when the air is low, and when it's full, turn the pump off. I guess we're not having that though. Let's use a button. I'm going to use a full-sized toggle button here. This is going to be, what do you call this? A gangway? Where's all my logic going? We'll just put it on this wall, I think. We'll have a logic cupboard somewhere. Gangway, gangway, button, switch box, property number. Was it 1 or was it -1? Did I save that? I hope I saved that.
Wow, perfect.
Ooh. Look, the white line is the water line. That's great. Perfect. I didn't drive here. I just spawned it on an add-on. Oh, there's no electricity. Come on. Isn't that cool? It's kind of pointless with a big old hole right next to it, but... Man, that's sick. That's so easy to get off and on through this as well. Like, maybe, yeah, the holes are all easy to just jump through, but... That's cool. That's very cool. I really want to get it moving now, like under its own power and generating steam through the engine. I'm trying to think what needs to be done. Let me turn off the infinite. So those pumps turn off. I need something down here. Probably more equipment or a generator or something. Engine room needs just pushing out further, so I've got maybe more furnaces. Like there's space back there for something, and it's probably going to be the engine gets bigger. All these rooms, they're pretty much good to go. There'll be little things where like I want to detail some of the rooms and give them a little bit more personality, but that's not really important. Equipment room. Okay, I need some seats in here, and I need to figure out if I can load a hospital script on this boat. Cargo hold is pretty much done. The crane works, the windows need fixing. There's not enough stuff on the mast, but that's not hard. Did I skip a floor? Oh, I did. The kitchen galley floor. It's not bad either. It's kind of mostly done. Well, the size of this is not actually going to be too much logic. Helipad. It's actually really cool being out underneath the helipad. I feel like I've nearly got it, like, to a point where it can just drive on its own. And I want to get this moving because you know what I'm like, where I will work on something and then just suddenly stop working on it. But this is so cool and we're so close. Like, this works. The crane was probably one of the worst things to get done because it's so much weight balancing. I'm so close. I'm so close. I think I just need to spend some time getting the engine running. And once the engine is running, it just needs a form of propulsion. And then there's a little bit of logic, like the anchor needs some logic. It needs lights in every floor, every room. And yeah, there's just heaps of little things. But I'm just going to put the engine in it and then drive it. Because once it's driving, I want to take it out on some missions and see what it's like. This is so cool, and I'm glad it's really close to being finished. That's all I've got. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.
It's the sky. See you.